Haven't got one of those in a minute. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's food plot season here in northern Wisconsin. I am so excited to get out and seed these food plots. I always aim for that last weekend in July, the second to last weekend in July. The first few times I started, I aimed for that first week in August, second week in August. We got an early frost in September one year, and ever since then, it's July. So I aim for one of those last 2 weekends whenever we're gonna get rain. That's the best time to do it. That's the best time to go out and get after it. So we have rain coming tomorrow. There's an 85% chance. So fingers crossed. And then we should have another storm or rain here Monday or Tuesday, so a couple days after. So we're gonna have a couple of good days of rain coming here very shortly. We have to get out and we gotta seed these plots today. Today will be get these food plots seeded, rolled, and sprayed, and then get our trail cameras out. We have an action-packed day today, so I can't spend too much time talking to you guys, but I'll go over my process right up here, right up front, so you don't have to sit through this whole video. I get all my info and start to do my food plots the same as Whitetail Habitat Solutions here on YouTube. I'll put a link down below to one of the videos that I based everything off of. I tried buckwheat last year, it failed. I'd have to fence it off. The deer eat it, the rabbits eat it, the animals eat it too much, so it's a waste of money for me to do buckwheat like he suggests to plant into. If you can do those things, that's the route I would go. However, I will just go over what I do. So let's turn around and look at this food. So this is currently what our food plots look like. It's just very weedy. We got flowers, we got random weeds. This is what I will be casting my seeds into. And you can do it too. So, you know, there's a reason to do buckwheat. It adds nutrients back to the soil. It opens up the ground way more. It kills other weeds because it shades them out. There's a lot of reasons to do buckwheat. But if you're in a pinch, you want to just get a food plot in, I promise you this, I'll show you what it looked like last year. This is what it looked like at the beginning of the year, actually a little worse last year. And this is what it looked like once the food had grown. So you can absolutely just broadcast seeds into some weeds. Then I'll take my roller that I got from Fleet Farm for like 200 bucks. It's only like a 320 pound roller or something. I'll roll all this over and crush it down and kill it and bend it and break it. And then we come over it with 2 quarts per acre glyphosate. So I go over it all after it's bent over and it's broken and exposed. We spray it with glyphosate. And at that point, you just wait. It's incredible how easy this process is and how versatile it is. I have not had any food plots fail using that strategy, just casting seeds into weeds, rolling it over, and spraying it. I have not had any massive food plot failures doing those simple steps. So that's what I do every year. This year, I'm doing the exact same thing. There's nothing changing. We're broadcasting it as weeds, we're rolling it over, we're spraying it. I'm doing a Brassica blend. This plot specifically that you see, I will not be able to do Brassica blend next year without some sort of fertilizer. You know, just like any other farmland, you don't want to repeat your food plots every single year. Those same plants pulling the same nutrients out of that ground unless you're replacing it. So Next year, I don't know what I'm gonna do out here. I might just do a clover crop for 1 year or something like that, but I haven't decided yet. We'll see how this year goes. So if you've been following along, we went from 13 acres to 23 acres total last year, and in that extra 10 acres is a ton of field. And out of that field, we planted like a half an acre food plot last year. Turned out fantastic. And there's a little tree line that comes out on the other side of that. I want to plant something new, something I've never tried before, and that is no brand. You don't even know the brand, but it's winter peas. So no matter where you go, no matter what you do, no matter what brands you want to go, if you want to go to a big box store instead of your feed store to get seed, all you have to do is make sure to pay attention to these stickers. So this one specifically, this mix will be 86.7% Winna 204 peas. So that's what you're always looking for. There are some mixes out there, some, big name mixes out there. You're talking 50% weed matter. On the sticker, they advertise it, but some people don't even look. They just go to the store, they grab it, and then they throw it out. And it's a waste of time. So make sure you're paying attention to these seed stickers. If a mix doesn't have it, just run the other direction and go somewhere else. But this will be the first time planting really anything other than brassica or clover for me. But it should work in the same vein as everything else that I do. So I'm excited to get out and try it. And we have so much field to work with over there. If this doesn't grow or it doesn't work, no harm, no foul. It'll just be ready to be planted next year with something new. Maybe we'll have equipment by next year, things like that. So I am a no-till 100% kind of guy, and I gotta start seeding here before it gets too late in the day. All of the information for you guys, I hope, was right up here, right up front. Make sure you stick around for the rest of the video if you want to see what the other plots start like. If you want to see what we're planting into, make sure to stick around. But the process is going to be the same every place that we go. Throw, roll, and spray. It's that simple to do food plots. Food plots were always so intimidating for me. I always thought you were going to have to till up land, and if you like our soil, our food plot areas are so rocky, it would be damn near impossible without heavy equipment to get in here and clean them out. And I didn't think it was possible until I seen the Whitetail Habitat Solutions videos, and I don't do it exactly. I don't do exactly his recommendations, but I found a way to make it work for me. So if you're like me, don't be afraid to go throw some seed in some soil and hope for the best, because the worst case scenario is you're prepping it for next year to do it properly. So make sure you aim for some rainy days. Hopefully you guys are out getting food plots in. Let me know down below what your favorite mixes are, what you put out for deer, what you seem work for you, and comment below what you think as we go here. So I'm gonna start seeding. Let's get after it. You know, I put them on the truck to warm them up as like a joke, like for the camera, but it actually worked pretty good. I'm gonna eat these quick. I got Garrett using a Ryobi on camera, going right on YouTube.
Yes, sir.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, a little midday update. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plots down before 2 o'clock. I don't know what time it is right now. I think that's pretty good speed there. This was brand new, never been planted before, so we're extra spraying it. We threw some seeds into these weeds, we rolled it over. This one might be a little too thick. There's a lot of thatch on the ground, but we'll see. As long as it's dead here in September, maybe we throw something on it just to recover it if it doesn't start growing. But I mean, I got faith. I think it'll work. We're sitting pretty here. We got a trail cut to a stand over there. We got a trail shooting lane from it. So we're set up here. This is a perfect ambush area on this property. You can get in, get out without being seen. You can hunt it in 90% of the winds. It's pretty great. So this is a nice emergency plot to get put in. And then he had one prepped in the back already, down to the dirt. Real nice fluffy dirt with some moisture underneath. So we threw seeds on that. We didn't spray it or anything. Nothing was emerged. We're only throwing post-emergent spray on here. That glyphosate won't kill anything that tries to grow tomorrow. It's only killing things while it's wet here on the leaves. So if you're ever worried about that, just make sure there's no 2,4-D. 2,4-D is the 2 weeks it's gonna kill anything trying to grow. If you're gonna spray your crops or spray your plots, just make sure it doesn't have 2,4-D in it and you should be set. It's a little midday update. It's hot. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to do some camera work. I am starting off this year with cheap batteries. I just went to Menards and got some of the cheapest that I could. There's a couple a little bit cheaper, but I know these have lasted in one of my cameras all year, even though they're not lithium. As winter comes, as that cold weather comes, I will replace 99% of these with lithiums, the energized lithiums. But for now, to get them out for the next couple months, I'm not too concerned if they're on, batteries die, things like that. So I just went out and got some cheap ones so I could get them out today, because the 3 places I stopped didn't have lithiums. So hopefully we can start to see what's moving around this year. So far, we've only had 1 camera up. It's been up for 2 weeks, and we've only had 1 little buck on it. It was this video right here. That's it. Otherwise, it's been the same 2 does and a fawn. Unfortunately, the highway's already got a couple of deer. The highway started its hunting season a little early, as usual. So I'm gonna get all these batteries put in, get all these cameras turned on, tested, and then we're heading out in the woods. That's my setup. So this one specifically, I got a Moultrie camera on there, set to photo, 1 photo per time. And then I got my Cell-Link modem on there, and this is our front food plot trail camera. So I just set up 7. I now have 7 cameras. I also bought the new SpyPoint Flex. It's their video version to really compete with Tacticam reveals and stuff. So they have the SpyPoint Flex. I will be doing a review here on it soon. I just got it up. I've only been running it for like a week. I don't have a lot of complaints, and I'm very excited for when fall comes, the bucks start moving in and seeing those videos. But for now, I gotta go fix one of my cell cams that I got set up. It's already sent like 40 photos because there must be a branch in its way, which is really nice. Positive and negative about cell cams. Yeah, it's annoying and it's using up photos in the moment, but you know right away. You don't come check that camera in a month and it's dead because it took 1,000 videos or photos, immediately. So that's a positive to having cell cams. But What a long day, and it's not over yet. I got all of our cameras done. We got all of our food plots done. We got all of Jordan's food plots done, including a new one. Now we just have to head on over to Tyler and Damon's, where they hunt, where we shot Tyler's buck last year. We got to spread, I mean, it's probably 1/8 of an acre out there of seed into some dirt, and then we'll be able to call it a night. But let's go fix one more cam and then get out of here. And ladies and gentlemen, that is the final plot of the day. I mean, this is, so you can see right there, like what those bushes look like, that's what this looked like. But we got plenty of opening in the canopy, and this is one of really the only areas on the whole property that you can get a food plot in. So this is probably a little bit less than 1/8 of an acre, probably 1/16 of an acre, somewhere in there. But we'll see what grows. They came in here and they got it down to dirt. We threw some Brassica blend on there just like I have on everything else. And now he's just lightly going to that rake just to disturb it a little bit before the rain tomorrow. And fingers crossed on that. And hopefully something grows in here. We got rain 2 to 3 times in the next 2 weeks. That's gonna help a lot. And the nights are still cool, so the morning dew is gonna help a lot. Last year we planted July 23rd, I think. August 21st, I think I had my first photo of like the actual leaves of a turnip popping up. So that's what we're looking for, to see if it all worked or not, and find out if we got to rescue it with some sort of clover or something fast growing just to get some food in here for the winter. But last plot of the day. Woo, ladies and gentlemen, we are almost done. We are like at the finish line. So close. So the last part of today is going to be this here. So ignore the brand as of right now, but we're going to try it out. I got 2 plots that could probably use a little bit of help this year. They didn't grow as big as the other ones last year, so I'm going to go ahead and spray on some nitrogen, potash. I'll throw what it is here up on the screen. But I'm just gonna try to help those plots out a little bit. So my last step here today, fill up this tank with 2 of these and go spray the rest of the plots. So it's easy, there's no hard work, but man, it would feel so good to be done already. And ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for the first episode of 2022. It's insane. I am going to enjoy this adult beverage to commemorate the beginning of what will hopefully be the best year yet at Sgt Outdoors. One of the most prepped years that we've had. We have a lot of people involved here at Sgt Outdoors, between people you didn't see today because they're not around, like Marilyn and Dad, and all the people you did see today, you know, Damon, Garrett, Jordan. Thank you all for being a part of this. Thank you all for, you know, being a part of Sgt Outdoors and wanting to contribute in some way, shape, or form. I appreciate you guys. This one's for you. Crack one open whenever you're watching this to kick off 2022 deer season. But with all that said, in the comments down below, let me know, have you guys started planting? Have you already planted? What did you plant? Let me know what you guys are up to too. I love to read the comments on the hunting stuff, to see all the different styles and ways people do things. I love to read the comments on the hunting stuff. So I am genuinely pumped for this season. I cannot wait to see these food plots grow. That always is a huge indicator how close we're getting to bow season. I know it's a little earlier here in Wisconsin than it is a lot of other places, but there are other places that open before Wisconsin. So 2022 deer season, you guys. Absolutely insane. Make sure you subscribe, ring the bell. The debrief series will be starting here in August. It started on August 16th last year. It's going to be around that same time. 2 episodes a week until bow season opener in September. So anyway, I'm rambling. This episode's probably way too long to begin with. If you made it this far in the video, go ahead and put a Go ahead and put Buck Your Dreams in the comments so I know you made it this far in the video, and I know who to look for and pay attention to when it comes to the subscribers on this channel. Biggest we've ever been, and it's only up from here. Anyway, like I said, I'm rambling, so make sure you guys like, share, comment, and subscribe, and until next time, enjoy